At first glance, the bank looks ordinary. This adult female platypus is unusually pale. Her albino coloring makes her stand out in the open. Yet beneath the roots of this creek bank, she has hidden one of the river's best-kept secrets. Deep inside the burrow are two young platypuses, still dependent on their mother and still sheltered from the outside world. A nesting burrow like this is more than a tunnel. It is a nursery, a refuge. The entrance is tucked behind roots and shadow, just high enough above the water. At the deepest point lies the warmest part of the chamber, lined with damp plant material and protected from the open air. Platypuses do not nurse from visible nipples. Instead, milk is released onto the mother's skin and fur, where the young feed close against her body. For now, these juveniles are still clumsy and small, but even here, hidden underground, soon the mother leaves them behind to keep the family alive. She must return again and again to the creek. A platypus hunts mostly by touch and electrical signals. With eyes and ears closed underwater, she sweeps her bill across the creek bed, searching for tiny prey hidden in mud and gravel. Insect larvae, worms, and small aquatic invertebrates. Every feeding trip ends the same way, a return to the bank, a climb through the hidden entrance. Back in the chamber, her two young respond at once. This rhythm of departure and return is the center of their world. Weeks pass, the juveniles grow larger, denser in fur, and more aware of the space beyond the nest. What begins as a wriggle soon becomes exploration. One sibling usually pushes forward first. The other follows, only slightly more cautious. The mother allows progress in small stages. Then the weather shifts. Rain darkens the bank. Helping keep the inner chamber protected. Outside, the water rises and the current thickens. Inside, the family remains sheltered. Even in murkier water, the mother must forage. Her work does not stop. It simply adjusts to the river's new conditions. By now, the young are no longer content to wait passively. They meet her near the tunnel, travel farther, and recover more quickly from each new experience. They begin to probe the floor with their bills, practicing the sensory habits. that will later guide them through water and mud. Judging the outside conditions before moving again. There's no drama here, only careful decisions. For an animal that nests beside water, survival depends on timing and design. When calmer conditions return, so does the family's ordinary rhythm. For the first time, the young follow their mother far enough. That daylight appears ahead of them. At the threshold, they stop. Light, air, and the sound of open water belong to a world they have never entered. The mother does not force the moment. She waits, allowing them to take in the outside a little at a time. By now, their bodies are stronger, their movements steadier, and the burrow can no longer contain their curiosity. Then comes a major step. One young platypus climbs out into daylight. A second follows close behind. For the first time, the hidden family is fully outside together, standing beneath the same roots that concealed them so well. The bank itself becomes a place to learn. Mud, scent, air movement, and the constant sound of the creek below. Soon the mother leads them downhill dot at the water's edge. The young hesitate before a surface they have never truly known. One touches first, a bill to the water, a 4-foot in the shallows, and then the beginning of something larger. Moments later, the first juvenile enters. The second soon follows, turning a solitary milestone into a family lesson at the creek's edge. They wobble, correct, and try again. Buoyancy, balance, and direction. Nearby, the mother remains close, not through sentiment, but through position, readiness, and instinct. Within minutes, uncertainty gives way to a short, steady paddle. The river is no longer just a sound beyond the burrow. After the effort comes rest, the family returns inside, carrying the first outside experience back into the chamber. But something has changed. The young now settle closer to the threshold. When they emerge again, there is less hesitation. The hidden life of the burrow is opening into a wider routine. with growing confidence. They are still young, still learning. The concealed nursery beneath the roots has done what it was built to do, keep them hidden until they were ready, and still deeply tied to the shelter that raised them.